Words to know. Use a blue word to tell about something you did. Want. They want to pick apples today. Old. This little apple tree is not very old. Try. They try to find the best apples. Use. Use a ladder to reach the high apples. More. No more apples will fit in here. Wash. Be sure to wash the apples. Mother. Ben's mother helps us make a pie. Door. Open the oven door when the pie is done. Read and comprehend. Cause and effect. Sometimes one event makes another event happen. The cause happens first. It is the reason why something else happens. The fact is what happens next. As you read, ask yourself what happens and why. Use a chart like this one to help you understand causes and effects. Infer, predict. Use text evidence to figure out more and what might happen next. Preview the topic. Feelings. When someone tells a joke, you laugh. When a friend moves away, you are sad. When something scary happens, you may get frightened. People show their feelings in many different ways. Who can help you feel better when you feel bad? You will read about what happens when Little Rabbit gets scared in Little Rabbit's Tale. Cause and effect. Tell what happens and why. Genre. A folk tale is an old story told for many years. Look for a lesson about life, animals who act like people, the words happily ever after. Meet the author, One Herbert E. One Herbert E. loves to write and draw. Little Rabbit reminds me of my daughter Ellen, he says. Her favorite animal is a rabbit. I try to put a rabbit in every story I write. Meet the illustrator, Richard Burnham. Richard Burnham started drawing when he was in the first grade. He says, I like to have fun when I make pictures. See if you can find the letters RB marked on a tree. Little Rabbit's Tale by One Herbert E. Essential question. How can you help a friend who feels sad? Little Rabbit sleeps under an old apple tree. Just then, the wind starts to blow. The branches shift in the wind. Thump! Something hits Little Rabbit. Analyze the text. Cause and effect. What causes Little Rabbit to wake up? Oh no, the sky is falling, yells Little Rabbit. I've got to try to tell everyone. Little Rabbit hops off to find Goose. Goose sits in his rowboat. The tip of his rod starts to twitch. There is no time to fish, yells Little Rabbit. The sky is falling. Let's go, Little Rabbit. We need to go tell Beaver. Goose and Little Rabbit use the rowboat. They go up the stream. Goose peeks inside. Beaver is eating a snack. There is no time to eat, says Goose. Let's go, the sky is falling. Oh my, says Beaver. We need to go tell Turtle. Beaver, Goose, and Little Rabbit dash up the hill. Turtle sleeps under a log. Tap, tap, Beaver taps on Turtle's shell. Turtle peeks out. There is no time to sleep, says Beaver. Let's go. The sky is falling. Oh no, yells Turtle. What can we do? Let's run back home, says Little Rabbit. I want to tell my mother. Turtle, Beaver, Goose, and Little Rabbit run fast. They hop over the log, dash down the hill, and jump into Goose's rowboat. Then they go as fast as they can down the stream. Little Rabbit hops in the door. Mother, the sky is falling. Who told you such a thing? Asks Mother Rabbit. Beaver told me, says Turtle. Goose told me, says Beaver. Little Rabbit told me, says Goose. Well, let's just go outside and look at the sky, says Mother Rabbit. Just then, the wind starts to blow. The branches shift in the wind. Thump! Something hits Little Rabbit. Oh no, the sky is falling, yells Little Rabbit. The sky is not falling, laughs Mother Rabbit. An apple just fell from the apple tree. Analyze the text. Story lesson. What lesson do you think the characters learn on this page? I didn't get to catch a fish, says Goose. I didn't get to eat my snack, says Beaver. I didn't get to sleep, says Turtle. I've got a plan, says Little Rabbit. Can my friends eat with us? Yes, says Mother Rabbit. Go wash your hands while I get more plates. Hooray! Little Rabbit has a nice meal with his friends. After that, they all have homemade apple treats. The friends lived happily ever after. Comprehension. How to analyze the text. Use these pages to learn about cause and effect and story lesson. Then read Little Rabbit's tale again. Cause and effect. In Little Rabbit's tale, Little Rabbit gets hit on the head. This is the cause that makes something else happen. What happens next because he got hit? This is the fact. As you read, think about what happens and why. You can use a chart to show other causes and effects. Story lesson. Little Rabbit's Tale is a folk tale. Have you ever heard a story that sounds like this one? People told a story like this for many years before it was written down. Folk tales often have an important message. The message of the story is a lesson about life. What can you learn from Little Rabbit's tale? Your turn. Return to the essential question. Turn and talk. How can you help a friend who feels sad? How do Little Rabbit's mother and friends help him? What things make this a funny story? Use text evidence such as words and pictures to answer. Classroom conversation. Talk about these questions with your class. 1. Why do you think Little Rabbit acts the way he does when an apple falls on him? 2. What happens over and over in this story? 3. Why are the friends happy at the end? Write about reading. Response. Write a letter to Little Rabbit. Tell him how do you think he should have acted. First, talk to a partner about your ideas. Then, use some of your partner's ideas and your own ideas to make your writing better. Writing tip. A letter starts with a greeting like this: Dear Little Rabbit. Genre: poetry uses the sounds of words to show pictures and feelings. Some poems use rhyming words and other patterns to make them fun to read. Rhythm is a pattern of beats in a poem. Sometimes you can clap along with the rhythm of a poem. Try clapping along with the poems in this selection. Reader's Theater. Silly Poems. Reader 1. What do you want to do when you grow up? Reader 2. I want to fly like a bird. Both. Let's try read this flying poem together. Wouldn't you? If I could go as high and low as the wind can blow, I'd go. By John Ciardi. Reader 1. Let's read another poem. Reader 2. Who is more afraid, the elephant or the mouse? I read the first 4 lines. You read the rest. Elephant, elephant, big as a house. They tell me that you are afraid of a mouse. By Langston Hughes. Write a silly poem. Use rhyming words and filling words in your poem. Use words that tell what things look like or sound like. Read your poem aloud. Compare texts. Text to text. Talk about it. Talk with a partner about the silly things Little Rabbit does. What is silly about the poems? Take turns talking. Text to self. Write silly sentences. Write sentences to tell classmates about something silly that you saw or did. Text to world. Connect to social studies. Find out where apples grow. Use the symbols on a map. Tell what you find out using words like north, south, east, or west. Grammar. Prepositions. A preposition is a word that joins with other words to help explain where something is or when it happens. A prepositional phrase is a group of words that starts with a preposition. The rabbit napped under a tree. He napped before the apple fell. The apples are on the branch. Try this. Read the sentence with a partner. Find the preposition and prepositional phrase in each sentence. Write them on another sheet of paper. Talk with your partner to decide whether the preposition tells where or when something happened. 1. Ted read a book before dinner. 2. He was in an apple tree. 3. There was a sound above his head. 4. A bird flew around him. 5. He was right by its nest. Grammar in writing. When you revise your writing, be sure to include preposition phrase to tell where and when. Narrative writing. Word choice. In a good personal narrative, exact details help readers picture the events that happened. Ava wrote about a special day. Later, she changed words to make them more exact. Revised draft. Then we went to a museum. I saw rocks, stars, and dinosaurs. Revising checklist. Do my sentences have exact details? Did I use time-ordered words? Did I write a sentence that tells the end of the story? Look for details in Ava's final copy. Then revise your own writing. Use the checklist. Final copy. A great day. Last Friday, my mom and I had an adventure. First, we took a bus to the city. Then, we went to a museum. I saw rocks, stars, and dinosaurs. Last, we ate some apples in the park. I hope we have another great day soon.